Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Luna and today I will be talking about the exam remarks specifically for the Pearson Edexcel IGCSE remarks. So here are a few things that I wish I knew when I submitted the remark then. So firstly, which paper did I remark and why? I remarked my chemistry paper 1 CR for the May-June 2024 paper. And why did I do that? Because I had confidence in myself and my answers that most of my answers were correct. So I just went forward. I trusted my gut feeling and I submitted that paper, and the result went from 102 out of 110 marks to 107 out of 110. So this just proves that sometimes when you know that you're correct, just go for it, because keep in mind that examiners are humans too. They're not going to be 100% in their marking. And I'm speaking from a general perspective. Despite that, I only submitted a remark for the Edexcel board, but from my friends who submitted the Cambridge board for their English, they went from like 79 percentile to 90 percentile, which was a B to a A star. So this is just further confirmation that examiners are humans. They're not always 100% accurate. They can make mistakes. They have such a big pile of papers to mark. They're gonna get tired. They're gonna make mistakes. Which paper or component should I choose to remark? I chose to remark paper 1 because I lost more marks on that paper compared to paper 2 that I took. And my general advice is basically choose the paper with higher weight and more marks lost. So for me, paper 1, yeah. And I think for the Pearson Edexcel IGCSE board, paper 1 is around 60% weighting and paper 2 is the rest, 40%, around that roughly. So the marks in paper 1 would make more difference towards your grade. Therefore, that's why I chose it. When should I not remark? So for me, I think you should remark when you're on the borderline of reaching a grade or you're far above a grade and you just want to get higher marks. I do not recommend remarking when you're on the lower borderline of a grade. So say you need to get 10 marks for a level 8 and you're at 11 marks and you want to get higher. I don't really recommend submitting a remark, because to move up a grade, you're going to need a lot of marks, and the chances of you losing a mark or two to bring you down from a level 8 to a level 7 is higher than the possibility of getting boosted up to a level 9. Unless, of course, you're sure in your answers, then by all means go for it. I'm not contradicting the point I made earlier, but this is just from my advice and what I would do strategically to both save money and get the result that I would want. Also, I chose service 2 for the Pearson remark services, which is just like remarking the whole paper. It's usually more costly than the clerical remark, but I feel like service 2 makes more of a difference because clerical remark is basically just adding up the marks and error with calculation. And what do I regret from this experience of submitting remarks? To be honest, for me, I don't really regret much other than not submitting more remarks for other papers and other subjects. However, I did, because of the lack of information online, I had to choose between 2 papers to remark, so either chemistry or biology paper 1, and I chose chemistry because I feel like I'm more confident in my answers in chemistry. Therefore, there's a higher chance of me not losing the payment needed to submit a remark and gaining higher marks. So it's more of like the risk factors in the remarks, but now that I've gotten it back and seen that, oh, I gained 4 marks, I would definitely have reconsidered submitting more remarks. However, this does not apply to everyone. It mostly depends on your confidence of your answers that you put on the test. You might not remember what you wrote. So if that's the case, then I wouldn't really recommend going for this rigorous kind of risky approach that I did, but I do remember what I wrote quite specifically, and I do have confidence in what I wrote, so that is why I submitted the remarks. Well, remark. Also, another note is submitting a remark sometimes, if you tell your friends or so, they're gonna be like, what? You already got a level 9. Why would you do that? For me, I think I wouldn't take it personally, but I would just, if I believed in my decision, then I'll still go for it regardless. I won't really like fight with them or whatever, because I know what's best for me. I know my goals, and they're obviously not going to be the same as the others. So people might be like, why are you so greedy for marks? But I know that I worked hard for the exam, and I know that I deserve more marks, so therefore I'm sticking to that decision, whether it seems unnecessary or not. It's kind of my choice, and if anyone's making you feel kind of like, why did I do that? Why am I being such a sweat or try hard? I wouldn't feel bad about it, because it just shows that you have confidence in yourself. So basically this video is revolved around confidence and just believe in yourself. However, on the other hand, if you're not that sure, you don't really like recall what you wrote on the exam, obviously take a step back. Don't be so impulsive and submit like 10 remarks and end up getting the same score, because the exam board will charge you if you didn't have a score, your mark moved up or down. So the key takeaway of this video is to basically trust in yourself. If you know that what you wrote is correct and the exam doesn't see it that way, then I think you should consider submitting a remark. However, if you're kind of on the borderline of not sure or so, I'd recommend taking a step back and seeing the risk and the opportunities, whether to go for it or not. Anyways, so I hope this video helps, and I really wish that there was a video out there for me then when I was considering submitting a remark, which I spent a lot of time pondering and kind of just weighing out my options, calculating which paper makes more difference. So obviously use this video, and I hope that you get the highest mark you can for your IGCSE or any other exams.